Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt. Come join us at our newest clinic location at Good Faith Wellness Center. We provide compassionate health care for your entire family, from virtual visits to office appointments. We're committed to providing the best care. We accept all insurances and we provide monthly wellness plans. Let's start your family journey to a healthier, happier life. Schedule your appointment today. And remember, true wealth begins with good health. Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt. Come join us at our newest clinic location at Good Faith Wellness Center. We provide compassionate health care for your entire family, from virtual visits to office appointments. We're committed to providing the best care. We accept all insurances and we provide monthly wellness plans. Let's start your family journey to a healthier, happier life. Schedule your appointment today. And remember, true wealth. All right. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Telehealth Tuesday. This is your go-to podcast for insights on modern healthcare and wellness solutions. I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt, your host, and tonight will be a very, very special episode. We have Miss Beautiful Wilson, who is supposed to be joining us. We haven't been able to reach her, and so hopefully, if any of you all know her, 5-star locks on Instagram. If you all could help us reach out, we hope everything is going well. But she was definitely excited to be here with us tonight to talk about all things health, beauty, and wealth. But nevertheless, the show must go on, and it is live. So again, and by the way, this is an extra special day because we are broadcasting live. We are on remote location here, and it is actually my birthday. So those of you that are tuning in, thank you so much for joining us. And hopefully, I think we can just do a round of applause for that. It's my birthday. There we go. All right. So how's everybody feeling? Y'all let us know. We're definitely going to need some great audience participation because let me see if you guys, can you hear us on Instagram? I'm not sure. Looks like Instagram is live. Let us know if you can hear us over there. We want to let you guys know that Telehealth Tuesday can be viewed on multiple platforms. That's right, multiple platforms. Dr. B TV, which is our main, this is the one we are really, really trying to get a lot of engagement, and we're pushing. It's Dr. B TV. That's the word doctor spelled out, DOCTOR. B is in boy, TV, and that is our YouTube page. So please make sure to follow, like, share, tag, and most importantly, subscribe to help support this amazing program. We are also available. You can see us at any time on Good Faith Wellness Center on Facebook and also Good Faith Wellness Center on Instagram alike. And so make sure to come visit us on our sites, drop us a line. So let's talk about all things hair, health, and wealth. We've got an amazing bio from Miss Beautiful Wilson. I don't know if she's going to be able to. Let's see if we've heard from her, because we definitely wanted to talk with her. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, but you've got yours truly here, and so we're gonna talk. All right, Michelle, what's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. I wanted to make sure our internet connection is not as stable. Let us know if you can hear us out there in TV and internet land. We are here to talk all things hair, health, and wealth. So we're going to switch back and forth between a couple things here, and make sure you guys can see us and hear us. So just 1 second here. Let's see. Let's put that there. All right. So we're going to need some great participation from all of you, all of our regular guests. We appreciate you. I see Michelle's there with Michelle's Kitchen. Hello to everyone else in TV land. And again, we are here. This is Telehealth Tuesday. Dr. Michael Bookhardt, your host, and this is going to be an amazing evening. So you guys let us know. We're going to freestyle this one. Let us know what you want to talk about. We want to talk about a lot of things here that are going on these days, especially in the hospital. People are getting admitted with a lot of nasty pneumonias, flus, and all that stuff. So make sure to be careful. It was almost like that time, that terrible time of COVID, coronavirus, when everybody had to isolate and do all that. You want to make sure to maintain very good precautions, staying away from sick people as much as you can. and making sure to wash your hands, just regular, the usual stuff we should be doing every day, the usual stuff. So y'all come on in. I see the numbers going up there. Y'all come on in, and we're going to talk hair, health, beauty, and wealth. Um, if you guys were waiting for Miss Beautiful Wilson with 5-star locks, you guys let us know. Instagram land, can you hear us over there? Send a quick note there to Instagram land. Um, so what's going on, guys? Talk to us. Let's talk about what we need to do to prepare, even on spring break. A lot of people are going to be going on spring break. The kids are out. Nobody's washing their hands. People are sharing a lot of things. And so you got to be careful with that. You have to make sure, and you would think we don't have to say this, should be obvious, but hey, you got to wash your hands. And there are some conditions like C. diff, which is a very contagious type of diarrhea. You cannot just use sanitizer or rub your hands or rub them on your jacket or not. You have to wash your hands specifically for things like that. So we want to make sure that everyone is staying safe out there during this time. It's a fun time where everybody wants to have the kids out and about. So tell us what you guys are seeing out there. Like what kind of conditions, what's going on at the daycares, the schools. Give us some questions. We want to hear from you. Like what are you guys seeing out there? I know one of the questions was saying, hey, what can I do? What if somebody's sick in my house? What can I do to make sure that we're not spreading things like that? And that's a great question. You want to make sure that if somebody does have COVID, God forbid, in the house, or even the flu, that you isolate. I think we're lose connection. Let's reconnect here. Hold on one second. One second. I think we are okay. Can you guys let us know if you can hear? I don't know what's going on with the connection here. Uh, you guys hear? I saw Michelle, and that was the comment I saw there. Let's see. Okay, let's do a test here. Okay, let me know if you guys can see that. I think it must have switched over. I think I know what happened here. Yep, that's what happened. Hold on, you bear with us just 1 second here. We're back in business there. All right. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me know if Michelle, could you hear the other things we were talking about how to stay safe during uh, all the travels and spring break and all that good stuff. Could you hear any of that? Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here, there. Okay. All right. Good people. We are having a lot of connectivity issues here. I want to make sure we're there. If you can hear me, you guys put a question in there, comment, concern, let us know. Um, yeah, I don't know why this has been an unstable connection. Okay. All right, we're gonna try this again. We're not gonna give up, guys. It's just the devil messing with us, trying to make sure that we don't get this word out to you guys. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me know if you can hear. We're gonna try this again. Try this one more time. Don't know what. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Telehealth Tuesday, family. Can y'all hear or see me? Because it is definitely a lag on my end. Okay. Let's see here. We are behind. Internet connection restored. Okay. The last one I saw was from Michelle. I can hear. That is the last one I saw there. I'm not seeing those comments, guys. I think we are stuck a bit here. Try this again. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely behind testing. Let's see. Okay, I think that one is going through. Okay, you guys, let me know if you guys can hear me. We're trying this thing out. We've been having some terrible connection issues. I see a few of you all are still on there. So wave your hands at us. So let me know if you can still hear me because we've still got some great information to discuss. But I want to make sure if you guys can actually see or hear me. So you guys, please let me know. Um, let's see. Let's see here. Testing. Man, I see Crystal is here. Thank you for joining, dear. Um, I cannot. This connection has been pretty bad. Let's see here. Okay, we're testing this out. If you guys can hear me, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, and I see some. Y'all come on back in. Y'all let me know if you can drop something in the comments to let me know if you can hear. We've had We started right on time, actually, but we had a lot of connectivity issues. I see people bouncing in and out. So we're going to hold on for a few of you all to come on back in. Unfortunately, our guest, we are not able to locate. We hope and pray that she is okay. Uh, and we will go from there. We wanted to talk all things hair, health, and wealth today. So that's what we were prepared to talk about. But we can talk about anything. It doesn't matter because this is what we do. But I want to hear from some of you guys rather than just. Um, oh, okay, let's see here. Uh, yeah, this is different. Let's see, testing on Instagram. Okay, it's a little faster there. Y'all come on in. Okay, testing there. Okay, I think that's going through. All right, everyone. So we're going to try this at one more time. We're going to try it again because the devil's not going to get the best of us. This is Telehealth Tuesday, your go-to podcast for insights on modern healthcare and wellness solutions. I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt, your host for this evening. And this, again, is Telehealth Tuesday. We have an amazing show lined up for you this evening. We were prepared to be joined by Miss Beautiful Wilson of the Five Star Locks company, but unfortunately, we have not heard from Miss Wilson. Again, we spoke to her earlier, and but we hope that she is okay. We know that she's got quite a busy schedule, so we're going to go on. The show must go on, and it is live. So, you guys let us know as long as you can hear, then we are going to keep on rolling. So we want to talk about some topics with health and beauty, but if there's something that you guys want to talk about, please don't hesitate to let us know. If you had some burning questions that maybe you haven't been able to talk about with your primary care provider, or the ladies with your OBGYN, maybe it's something that you um, didn't feel comfortable discussing with them. There's no question that is a bad question. Well, there are some bad questions, but not on Telehealth Tuesday. because we love questions and we want to answer and hear from all of you. T. Moses, Terrell Moses, the man himself. I see you over there, man, on Instagram. Uh, Give us a shout in the chat, man. If you can hear me, Terrell, give us a shout in the chat on Instagram, man. This is Telehealth Tuesday, birthday edition. So again, we're going to try this with the effects again. Happy birthday! Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is a special night. Definitely for me, glad to see uh, the big 21. So we are was all right. Yeah, much love back to you, man. So we are so glad to be here amongst the living. You could have been anywhere else on this beautiful Taco Tuesday evening, but instead you chose to spend it with us, and for that I say thank you. We want to let you know that Telehealth Tuesday can be viewed on multiple platforms. Dr. B TV, which is the word doctor spelled out DOCTOR, the letter B is in boy, TV. That is our YouTube page. Make sure to please share, tag, like, follow, and most importantly, subscribe to help support this amazing program. To our Instagram family, we want to say hello to you. We're switching back and forth. Thank you so much, man. The incomparable Terrell Moses, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you, man. We enjoyed spending time with you and your lovely wife the other day. We had a great time, and so give her all our love. So yeah, let's talk about it. So, guys, we were going to talk about hair, health, and wealth. We want to talk about it now. We want to just talk about some basic hair conditions, hair things. Um, People who are going in. And I think one of the questions was going to be about harsh chemicals and, what is the advantage of natural hair, or if you're able to, wear your natural hair, natural with quote unquote, because natural doesn't just only mean, um, one way. Like people think of natural as only afro or things like that. Natural is just meaning, at least in our terms, medically, objectively, without using chemicals. So you can straighten your hair right by different means or hot combs and all the old school, but it's still natural. It's just not curly. And so there are so many benefits of that. And a lot of people say, well, I don't have time to be doing that every day. But the adverse effects and things like that are astronomical over the years. People who are endangering their scalp, causing hypopigmentation, light areas, just the list goes on and on. Who's in there? Shiny Bunny 83 on Instagram. Shiny Bunny, good to see you. Thank you for joining. I think you might be a new person to Telehealth Tuesday, so I want to say welcome. You all come on in. I'm so glad that we are the internet service is working again. I don't know. The devil was trying to take us out, but he is not going to prevail because we definitely are not claiming that for today. Not on my birthday. And Michelle says, how old? 21. Absolutely. That's right. 21. You got it. 21. So let's talk about it. Michelle, to give us some tips on the food and everything like that. Let's talk about that. You put some things up on Facebook, some amazing dishes. And tell us about that. One, you said that you're able to do healthy dishes, but you say you don't even like to. You want the food to taste good. You sound like another person I know who says that they are a saucy girl and they like the food to taste good and to be hot. So that's, and I know we're talking kind of on a facetious level, but you know, your body, we are what we take in, and so you see what we take in, that translates to how we look on the outside. It translates to abdominal obesity, fat, different things like that, skin tone, your skin texture, your fatigue level, energy level, the amount of fatigue you experience, all of that just from food that we're taking in. And then, of course, when it comes out, you look down and sometimes it's an unhealthy looking, even stool in the toilet, different colors, all that stuff. Some float, some don't in the toilet. So all that from just being able to make sure that you're careful about what you eat. Because what you eat is also what's going to come out, but it's also going to come out not just physically in the toilet, but it's also going to come out and manifest itself in other ways. So, and that's why we wanted to tie that to hair and overall, and talking about hair, health, and wealth, because we wanted to blend that in, tie that in. And so we wanted to hear from, one of our respected folks in the community up in Byram, the Five Star Locks Company. So I don't mind making healthy. Well, yeah, look, that's why I say I don't want to speak for you, so, well, I don't want to speak for, because we know the macaroni and cheese and green, that wasn't it. They wasn't healthy, I mean, but it was hitting though. But as we said on one of our other one of our other shows with Chef Poe, Xavion Z Fitness, we were talking about being temperate. The Bible talks about that, and so it's not just about completely avoiding soul food. Soul food is not evil, but we just have to be temperate. And still going back to the health and beauty, it's the same thing. Sometimes that we can overindulge in whatever it is, whether it's the ladies with makeup and different things, types of hair, the men who are just overdoing it, always getting the line up, pushed back every 3-4 days. Well, over time, the skin, rejuvenates itself and develops, epidermis sloughing off when you're doing those things and manipulating. It has to come back. It has to reseal over, and over time, you can get some significant issues with that. Vin Sanity, I think that's my buddy from Oakwood University. It's Oakwood College when we went. But I think that's that Vincent man from New York. I think that's you over there, man. If you're still there, give us a big shout out on Instagram. I believe that's your Instagram handle. So, okay. All right. My mom is there. Lily James is watching. All right. Thanks, Mom, for coming on. We're talking about that question. Let's talk about gut health other than probiotics. Well, that is one of the main things, the gut health people want to take in, say, well, what can I do? What about cleanses and stuff like that? You have to be careful with that, because if you just do, like, for example, people talk about getting some of those laxatives and X-Lax pills and all that. You just have to be careful, because if you have other health conditions or certain things where you're not supposed to be losing as much, so if you're always doing a cleanse, right, let's say weekly, you're always doing it, and the problem is you're losing so much bicarb, you're losing so much potassium, your sodium, all those levels will be way down, right, and you're feeling terrible and weak, about to pass out. You come to the hospital and they say, man, what's been going on? What have you been on? What have you been taking? And a lot of times these folks will be on those types of things. So we have to be very careful with that. Um, we have to be very careful. Um, the other thing, so gut health. Now, there's something with Activia, right? So not just all yogurts are created equal. That's one in particular, Michelle, that I personally like. There's other ones, of course, that are just as good, I'm sure. But Activia, just the formulation and everything, is great, which is still a kind of in terms of a probiotic. Um, and then water in terms of gut health, man, one of the best things you can do for your gut health is making sure to drink plenty of this, especially the hotter it gets. There's so many people that come in dehydrated, and when you're dehydrated, again, your skin is changing. It's not as there's something called skin tinting. So when you pull on the skin, it's supposed to go like right back, like elastic recoil, right? So when it's tinting, like when you pull on somebody's skin and it just kind of, and if I let it go, my skin would stay like that, right? And it's real slow to kind of come back. That's what we call skin tinting, another sign of dehydration. And you can look at people's mouth and eyes, mucous membrane, and you can tell when they're dehydrated clinically. And so that's why with your gut health, it's so important to make sure to have proper hydration so that you can have, for the most people, like, for the most part, who don't have chronic GI issues and all that, say in a quote unquote normal patient, if you're drinking the required amount of water every day, you should be having fairly regular bowel movements. Now, regular is different to everybody, different people, and everybody doesn't go every day. Everybody doesn't go every 2 days. Some people, even it might be every 3 days, who knows, so, but you want to make sure to do that, because I can't tell you how many people come to the hospital ERs just to get hydrated, or even to some of the hydration clinics like in Jackson. I'm just trying to make sure that I keep my own hydration up. Let's see. And by the way, so just so you guys know, this is live, and so we are taking live questions. We want to hear from you. We don't just want to be like the pundits on CNN and Fox News and be talking heads. You know, we want to hear from you. This is fully interactive. So even though we have some prepared questions, we want to hear from you. What are the topics you want to discuss? This is your night. It's my birthday, but it's your night. We want to hear from you. So we'll keep on rolling though, in terms of so scalp conditions, right? Seborrheic dermatitis, folliculitis, those are terms some of you probably heard before. That seborrheic dermatitis usually right around the hairline, you know, right there, right around nasal bridges and things like that. You'll see these light areas or these light patchy thing areas, and ask your beautician or your barber, hey, you know, what's going on, man? Is this vitiligo, or is this, you know, is this the Michael Jackson disease or whatnot? So very, very common, and especially in African Americans, seborrheic dermatitis commonly is treated actually with Selsun Blue. Excuse me. Selsun Blue can really, really do a lot of great things. You got to be careful; it can dry you out, so you want to make sure to condition your hair properly. But be careful with that. But that's something that we see all the time, and it does lead to flaking and different things like that. So sometimes it can be mistaken for dandruff when it's actually just some dried seborrheic dermatitis. So, isn't it important to go every day? I have to ask because of my mom. I mean, if you could go and have a bowel movement every day, that would be excellent. That would be great. But like I said, the truth is that's just not everyone's reality. Um, so it's nothing that we would get up in arms about. In the healthcare setting. Let's say if you were to go every other day, or sometimes even every 3 days. Now, once you get 4 days and stuff like that, and only once a week having a bowel, that certainly is concerning. But every couple days, maybe even every 3 days, if that's what your life has been, then it's not, and you've been healthy, your weight, your blood pressure, all that good stuff. We wouldn't get too up in arms about it. Now, in order to help yourself become more regular, and again, this tying into the health and beauty and hair and all that kind of stuff, because if your gut health is good, like I said, all that manifests itself in your skin, your countenance, your energy level, and even the way that your nails and your hair grow is a direct association to your nutrition. Sometimes certain vitamins, certain like vitamin E, as in egg, vitamin E and lanolin, that those kind of things. You want to find foods rich in those things, or taking dietary supplements. And then there's some other things you can mix in water, because if you want those things to be all nice and shining and stronger hair with stronger peptide bonds in the hair and all that, well, that is directly tied, to those things, to your nutrition. What you put in is what you're going to see on the outside, not just in the toilet again, but also, in the mirror. So, but going back to your question, Michelle, I mean, going every day, yeah, that would be great. That would be probably a luxury for a lot of people, but it just honestly, frankly, just doesn't happen, And but as long as you're making sure to go regularly, whatever that is for you, we want to make sure that we continue that. Now, something that's really important to know: Miralax, right? One scoopful, which is 17 grams, one scoopful or one capful. Put it in water or juice and mix it around. That can do wonders, because Miralax is not just a regular laxative like an X-Lax, something like that. Um, this is something that's going to help you pull in the water. So osmotic kind of effect. So pulls in the water, helps you to go regularly. So I would just say that in terms of, okay, in terms of those things, trying to make things regularly, more regular, taking things like Miralax is good, because it's not too harsh on the body, like certain enemas and things like that. There's some of the other ones that can mess with your phosphorus level and all that, and your potassium. You got to be very careful taking over-the-counter enemas and laxative pills and all that. But Miralax kind of separates itself, because when it comes to being constipated and all that, number one, you got to increase more, your water intake. but then also using that Miralax every day, which we try to impress upon so many patients. They don't, most of them won't do it. But that's a great one. So you can try that with your mom. How long is too long that makes a medical emergency? Well, that's a great question. Uh, we're probably looking at, going to the hospital. I mean, if 5 to 7 days, something like that, I mean, that gets pretty concerning. And it's even more concerning, especially if somebody's been fairly regular, 2, 3 times a week. And so when we're getting up to almost about a week, especially an elderly person, they already are dehydrated and don't take in enough nutrition a lot of times, then we have to be very concerned. And like I said, it's not the act of being constipated, but it's all the things around it, losing potassium, bicarb, all those essential minerals and ions and things like that. Um, let's see here. Takes the Metamucil. Okay, the fiber, more water. Yeah, but like I say now, you have to be careful with fiber in certain patients. It's not good, like certain patients and with GI things, and inflammatory bowel disease patients, things like that, specifically ulcerative colitis. You have to be careful with the fiber intake, right? But for the average person, the fiber is okay because it helps bulk up the stool, it helps bulk it up. And then when you take the Miralax, that draws in the water. So that's why you got to make sure to drink more and more water, pulls it in and helps you to have a more of a regular bowel movement. So that's why that's one of the first things that GI doctors will have you do. They'll ask about your diet, they'll ask about your fiber, and how much water you're taking in, things like that. So those are great questions. Those are great questions. Keep them coming. We want to hear from everyone. We want to hear from all of you guys. Just looking, yeah, this we're not gonna. I don't think she's gonna make it our guest tonight. Um, let's see here. Okay, more bottled water. I got you. Instagram land. You guys can hear how you guys doing over there. I see a couple of people looks like probably are still on over there on that side. Just want to check on you guys and see how you're doing. We are taking questions live, so don't all ask at once. You all let us know. Um, because so UC and high fiber are yep, definitely enemies. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. I could not agree more. That's one of those things, and like I said, that's why medicine is just such an interesting thing. Crystal and Michelle and everyone out there. That's why it's such a privilege. I feel like to take care of people, for a living. Because a lot of people look at it like, man, it's cool to be a doctor. Y'all drive nice car and do all this stuff, but no, what it is. What I think is really cool is the fact that when we talk about practicing medicine, because that means that every patient is different. Fiber is good in most people, right? That's why y'all asking the question. Fiber is good in most people. Um, Water's darn near good in basically everybody. But can you believe that you can get just like oxygen poison? You can have too much water, have water poison. So everything, like I said, now that's very slim to none of those things. But everybody is different, and so that's why you can't you've got to treat everything differently. Every patient is in their own category, everyone is unique. Um, so yeah, you have to be careful. That's why it's so important to put a plug in here that you have a primary care doctor. It doesn't matter, man or woman, black, white, gay, straight, doesn't matter. You need to have a primary care physician that knows you, that cares about you. And that is exactly what we do at Good Faith Wellness Center, because we know our patients, we care and love for our patients. And that's why even if you don't have insurance, people say, well, Dr. Bookhardt, I don't have insurance, man. Not an excuse. Don't even worry about it. We have a plan for you. Now, it's not insurance. So don't go to the hospital saying, I got the Bookhardt or the Good Faith Wellness Center plan, because that is not going to work. Okay. But when you come, this is basically for one person, right? $99 a month. That means unlimited visits to the clinic to see me, particularly. $99 a month, unlimited visits, whether you're there in person or on telehealth, where we can see you over Zoom. You don't even have to come. Once we've gotten your blood work, we've examined you physically in person, then If it's just a routine follow up or to discuss your lab results, we can do that on Zoom. You don't even have to come in. We make it convenient for you. And that doesn't even cost extra, that technology. We take care of that cost. So we don't put that off on you. We want to make it as easy as possible and take away all excuses. So if you don't have insurance, Good Faith Wellness Center, come and see me, Dr. Bookhardt. Unlimited visits, okay? In 1 month, $99 a month, you can't beat it. You got 2 people in the household, 179. You got 4 people in total in the household, or even just maybe if you want to go in with a group of 4 friends, 229. There's nothing cheaper than that. I mean, even if somebody's going to buy an Apple Watch or something, you paid way more than that. You paid way more than that, okay, for one of those nice Apple Watches. So do yourselves a favor. It's still early enough in the year. It is my birthday, March 10th, 2026. We have got, what, 9 more full months, about 9.5 months left in this entire year. There's nothing like the present. There's no time like the present, because if you don't get right, you're going to get left. So make sure to stop by and see us at Good Faith Wellness Center, or you can go to goodfaithwellnesscenter.com, make an appointment, give us a call, 769-487-6036, right on Lakeland Drive. All right, let's see what we got here. What about when you get a partial hysterectomy? What about hormonal imbalance? I ask because I have acne in certain areas now, like my back, chest, and chin. Yeah, that is a phenomenal question, Ms. Fleming. Thank you so much for that. And of course, the OBGYNs know more about this than me, but the short answer is yes. Depends on what. Well, you said you had a partial, so that I'm assuming that when you say partial, that they left at least one tube, one ovary. Let me know if that's correct. One tube, one ovary, or could be both of left. Some people, or some, it's the way that they leave those, maybe leave portion of the cervix. So partial means a couple different things, but for the most part, unless there's an indication to remove everything from a woman, most people like to at least leave that so that you can have some degree of your hormone, estrogen, progesterone, things like that. So let me know if that's what you mean. But yes, that definitely coincides with acne, hormone imbalances, sleep issues, especially if you didn't have your ovaries at all. Then we're talking about the hot flashes, the early menopausal symptoms, the sometimes the acne, fatigue, different things like that, and even mood changes, mood swings for some people. So that's a great question. One, okay, you said, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You said 1 and 1. Okay, 1, 2, 1 over. Okay. Yeah, so you should be able to still compensate and have enough hormone produced. But again, that's about as far as I go with that. I want to defer that to the OBGYNs and people like that. You guys, come on, man. What's going on? Calvin, hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, I got the man. This is my homeboy right here. Give it up. Give it up. Man, me and this guy, man, Calvin, we grew up at Mount Sinai Seventh-day Adventist Church in Orlando, Florida. We were, 8, 9 years old, something like that, man. I know me and Sammy got baptized together. I don't know if you were before or after us, and we probably need to get rebaptized, man. um, yeah, I appreciate that, man. Much love to you, man. Family and your kids. Thanks so much for joining. This is where we are, Calvin, man, each and every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Central Standard, man, 8 o'clock back home in Florida time. And Eastern time is 8 o'clock there where you are. It's 8:47 there, but 7:47 here, man. So come on, tune in every Tuesday. Michelle, I think I'm in early menopause with the hot flashes. Well, that could be how. I mean, I don't know if you want to put that on there, since you were kind enough and open enough to put that question on there. If you want to put your age, and or if you want to put any just very basic medical history, if you've had any surgeries, things like that Ms. Fleming has talked about. I'm happy to weigh in on that. Oh yeah, 8 o'clock. Got you. Hey, Dr. Salika Sweet, what's going on from the Mississippi Medical and Surgical Association? Good to see you, Dr. Sweet. Always a pleasure to be graced by your presence. Thank you for joining us. We got to get the MSMA in here. So what we need to do, Dr. Sweet, let's get the Mississippi Medical and Surgical Association in here. I used to put that. I guess I need to start posting in our group chat some more, but we need to get you guys involved. We need to get us involved. And so let me know how we can help facilitate that. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So, Tamika Garrett, what's going on? I'm glad to see y'all are finally coming on in, but it's all good. We got another 10 minutes here, so I'll stay on with you. We had a lot of the first 20 23 minutes here. We had a lot of connectivity issues. I said the devil was really trying it then, but he knew that we had to have a great program and get this information out. So we stayed with it. And I'm so glad that you guys did as well. Thank you for your patience. This for you, media, Instagram, what's going on? Good to see you. We saw Tamika Garrett. We got Ben Sanity on there. Crystal is here with us as always. Um, you guys let us know who is all right. Yep, Dr. Sweet, that would be great. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's get the Mississippi Medical and Surgical Association on board. We need to work together. We are stronger together. Joe Robinson, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for joining, man. We got some new folks in here. We better stay on. Well, look, for those of you that have just joined, this is Telehealth Tuesday. This is your go-to podcast for insights of modern healthcare and wellness solutions. I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt, your host, and this will be and has been an amazing Telehealth Tuesday. And why? Well, number one, because we're here for you. We are here volunteering, especially when we have guests. We are all volunteering for the betterment of the community, to get this information out to all of you. So that's number one. But number two, right behind it, it's my birthday. All right. So I'm here on my own birthday, here to do Telehealth Tuesday because we haven't missed one. God willing, we have not missed one in 83 episodes. This is 83 episodes. So one more time, give it up for yourself for being here for 83 episodes. So that is amazing. So thank you all for that and being here with us. And it's been an amazing run so far. And don't worry, we just getting started. So we're not going anywhere. So thank y'all for joining us. We've been talking about health, hair, health, and wealth. I wanted to spend a little bit more time on the hair part. And I know there were probably a lot of people, a lot of young ladies that wanted to talk with Miss Beautiful Wilson. That is her name, her real name. And so, unfortunately, Miss Wilson could not be with us tonight. We haven't heard from her in a couple of hours. So, hopefully, you guys keep her in the prayers. I hope that she and her family are doing okay. We heard from her several hours ago, early this afternoon. Um, all right, y'all, come on in. Come on in. I see the numbers going up. Come on in. This is Telehealth Tuesday. We are about 10 more minutes until we're going to end. So we have been talking about health, wealth, and hair. All right. We've been talking about gut health. We talked about constipation, talked about healthy eating, all kind of things, questions, women's health, questions about hot flashes or statements about it. What about hormone levels? And if you've had a hysterectomy, we had some great questions, great participation. Again, I know you guys were intending to see Miss Beautiful Wilson and talk more about hair. I can do everything. I can do what I can now on that. Okay, we can give you the basics. But if you got some more pointed questions, we'll defer it to her. Maybe she'll come on at a later date. Thank you all so much, Monica Nicole. My good friend, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and that means a lot. Thanks for coming on the show. I think that Monica Nicole, um, this is let me see here. I think this isn't your first time. I don't think this is your first time coming on, but we haven't seen your face in a long time on here. We need to get Charles back on there. We need to get your brother back on there. So he sent me a text today. Charles and his family, they're doing well. So represented well. Thank you so much, man, brother. Terrence Epps, what's going on, man? Hey, congratulations on. I know you. How long ago was it, Terrence? You got married, what, a year, 2 years ago, man? Let me know, man. Drop a comment in there. But blessings upon you and your beautiful bride, and some other great surprises you have, man. So we're happy. Congratulations on that. Um, so we are thankful that you all are here with us. All right, 84 episodes. Yep, that's right. We're 83 episodes to me. I'm over on the Instagram side. But yes, 84, God willing, be next week. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. So you're right. We will celebrate 84 episodes on this next Tuesday. So thank you so much for that. What questions you got, guy? We'll take a couple more at the very end. What questions do you have on hair, health, wealth, beauty, or and if it's not about that, which is what episode 83 is about. Hey, we've talked about all kinds of topics. Like I said, we've talked about constipation. We can talk about blood pressure, diabetes, all that. So nothing is off limits, as we said before. There is no bad question on Telehealth Tuesday. Now, there is such a thing as a bad question. Now, don't, all right, there are some bad questions. Um, October is 2. That's it, man. That's good, brother. Congratulations, man. I'm happy for you, man. Proud of you and everything, all the good work that you're doing in the healthcare field, man, down in Jackson, Mississippi. Let's see here. Because a lot of women do suffer from alopecia nowadays. Do you feel that it's more chemical and extension related, health related, or both? That's another great question, Michelle. Another one and another one. I think that uh, I do think that it's multifactorial. You know, we can't. 42 Sonia's what's going on. It's objectively, you know, when you look at the literature and everything, it's not going to be accurate, you know, because those stats are kind of skewed, you know, and we're looking in the African American community, which is a different type. Like you might have Caucasian women who utilize extensions like Christy Nome. Oh man, that's shade. That was kind of petty. All right, but it's not a secret. Everybody knows they've even talked about it. Christy Nome, who's been getting grilled in Congress, you know, and the only thing they focus on is like the length of her hair and all this. So there are Caucasian women that certainly put in tracks, bundle, whatever you want to call it, extensions. But it's still different than the types and grades of hair that we have, and that Black women a lot sometimes use. Not only extension, but other types of hair that you all utilize. And so, with that, and with the types of perms and other things like that, yeah, they certainly can cause damage. Now they say that there are those organic ones. I don't know the brands, but there are some organic ones, things that's coming directly from like fruit and sap and all that kind of stuff that they swear, is truly from the ground, truly organic, no harmful dyes, stuff like that. You can try those, and hopefully, if it is what it says it is, then hopefully you will be able to avoid some of those things. But yeah, the alopecia, sometimes it can be hereditary, sometimes it can be dietary and some hormonal. What you're eating as well, things but allergic kind of mediated, things not agreeing with you, certainly, but certainly chemical harsh perms, keeping those things on too long, dyeing your hair with the permanent dye instead of the what do y'all call it, the rinse or whatnot. That's why a lot of people, spraying on, putting all that Beijing and all of the men, and you're doing all that, it really, really dries out your skin, especially around here, around the corners. It really dries you out. And so then you're at risk for a lot of different things. And did a talk about 3 years ago, I think, 3 or 4, and this was on the Roland Martin show, and it's in Brother Martin. I say brother because he's an alpha as well. A5. So Brother Martin was saying, can Black people get skin cancer? And I said, absolutely they can. And at the time we gave some of the percentages and things like that. So you have to be careful. This hair health, wealth, all that kind of stuff is so important. It may seem like kind of, oh, what does that have to do with medicine? But it's very, very important, because like we talked about, from the food going in your bodies, the wrong foods, the things that don't agree with you can wreak havoc. And so not only are you going to see when the food exits, right, basically after having bowel movement in the toilet, you can look at the caliber of the stool. Is it floating or not? Is it foul smelling? All that kind of stuff. So you see what you've been putting in as it comes out that way. But what about in the skin? What about in the hair? Right? And that's what we wanted to touch on tonight as well, because on top of that, say if you don't have the right things, you're lacking vitamin E, vitamin B12, B1, lanolin, different things like that. If you're lacking in all of that, right, then it shows in your skin. And also, unfortunately, a lot of people shows up in the hair, and then different mineral deficiencies and zinc and some other stuff. Then you can have more breakage in the hair. But again, then probably the bigger thing that causes a lot more of that is the excessive amount of heat, the excessive products, the wrong types of products. And then you talk about alopecia, maybe there's skin discoloration and Then if you have seborrheic dermatitis underlying that, then that's even worse and complicates it even more, and dandruff, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of hard to nail that one down because there's multifactorial, as they say, different reasons for that to be. Charles Ant Man, is that cousin Chucky right there? What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. What is going on? Glad you could join us. Um, Brad Davis. Brad Davis is in the house, man. I don't know if you want to put in there where you and go ahead and drop it in the chat, man, where you're working, and if y'all are taking new patients and clients. I don't know if you want to put it in there, man, but it is so great to see you. Haven't seen him almost what up 6 months, 8 months. So yeah, man, we got to catch up, Brad. I appreciate you guys, man, all the love and support that you all are showing. Um, Tamara Logan on Instagram side. What's going on? Rebecca Banks, love. All right. Good to see y'all. That's Orlando crew. That's Orlando crew and Tamara Logan. That's Dr. Phillips High School DP of Turkey Lake Road, right across from Universal Studios. So we have Patrice Foster. I think that might be a new viewer. So thank y'all so much for joining. Good to see you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for joining us on Telehealth Tuesday. Unfortunately, I know we were winding down. We were getting down to the on the time here, right at 8 o'clock. Actually, I mean, I don't mind staying a few more minutes. If there's anybody that has a question or another 5-6 minutes, we'll hang on with you. You guys, let me know. We'll take the next. Let's take the next three questions if any come in. The next three questions. So I see we got several folks that came on that joined a little bit later. Official Miss, yeah, right. It seems like that, Michelle. I think so. It seems like that. DP. All right, that's Dr. Phillips. Let's see here. Let's see. We've got any questions coming in here. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, we'll take those next three questions. If anybody has on Instagram land, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, we are streaming simultaneously to all. While we have you on here as a captive audience, for the last time, I want to make, because I still see some other new faces in here. This is Telehealth Tuesday, your go-to podcast for modern insights and wellness healthcare solutions. I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt, your host, and we have had an amazing show with the good Lord pulled it together for us, because at first it was rough in the SWAC. We had some really bad connectivity issues, and also our guest, unfortunately, she couldn't make it. And so I know there might have been a couple of people disappointed, but hopefully we were able to, as we say in our fraternity, to hold high the name. And so hopefully we were able to hold high the name of Telehealth Tuesday and not embarrass the brand too badly. So thank y'all for staying with me. There's a lot of places you could be on a Tuesday night, but instead of that, you chose to spend your Tuesday night right here with us, Telehealth Tuesday. And for that, we say thank you. And this is where, God willing, we are each and every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So again, we'll narrow it down to two questions, one or two questions. If anybody has any burning questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Talking health, wealth, hair. We can talk Ozempic, blood pressure, diabetes. We love questions, and there have been some great questions tonight. We've been talking about women's health, a lot on women's health, the constipation questions, dieting. Um, we talked about our hormones, alopecia, different things like that, dermatological conditions. Thank you so much, Dr. Sweet. That means a lot coming from you now. That means a lot coming from you. So I guess we'll have to give you a tip or something like that, okay, offline. We'll have to cash app you for that. I appreciate it. I'm just joking, guys. We're just joking. So big shout out to the Mississippi Medical and Surgical Association. Big shout out to them. Dr. Sweet is here representing. I'm a member as well, a proud member. And so we want to do more joint events with them, certainly. Uh, all right, guys, 8:03. We got to just say one. We'll take one question. If there is there but one. I know somebody's got one. For some reason, people don't like to ask questions because Instagram viewers, there's a few more folks on there. Styles by Sheila. I don't know if you're still on there, but big shout out to you. We don't know if Styles is still in there. Um, Let's see here. All right. Thank you, Shell. Appreciate it. All right. Well, I think that'll just about do it there. So again, next week now, look, we're gonna check in and make sure we're gonna get this person on 30 minutes ahead. We're just gonna sit in the queue and wait because we want to make sure there's no connection issues and that our guest is okay. And so next week we're gonna have an amazing guest. So you guys stay tuned. Make sure to share, tag, like, and subscribe. Dr. B TV, DOCTOR, the letter B is in boy, TV. That is our YouTube channel. We are truly pushing that because we want to make sure, because all 80, well, this will be 83 tonight, so there'll be 83 uh, videos on there, each and every episode that we have done for free. So make sure when you click that subscribe, you've got it all right there. So if you're driving, you can drive all the way to California or Canada. You won't. It'll be way more episodes than you'll even have time to listen to. So just put us on, or if you're going to sleep or just need something to keep you going, click Telehealth Tuesday and just you can just let it play. All right. We thank you so much for being with us tonight. If there's somebody that you want to see on Telehealth Tuesday, if you want to be a guest yourself, don't hesitate to let us know. Drop us a line. Make sure to also bring someone with you next time. You know, don't be what's the term, y'all? Well, gatekeep. Is that gatekeeping? I'm trying to show them my age, I guess. I don't know. But don't gatekeep, okay? Make sure to share this news, okay? Share this with people, your friends, your family, your lovers, whoever, church members, co-workers. We want to make sure that everyone, not just you, we're thankful for you, but not just you, has an opportunity to join us on Telehealth Tuesday and get this great information and the knowledge from all of our professionals that we have and all of our experts. Okay, so we'll see you next Tuesday. Always, God willing, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Good Faith Wellness Center. Definitely taking patients. We have our own plan, $99 a month for individuals. Unlimited visits, right? It's not health insurance, but unlimited visits, because we want to make sure to keep you out of the hospital where you won't even have to use it. But you still need health insurance. It's always good to have it. But if you don't, or if you can't afford it right now, we will help you. We will try to do our best to help you and point you in the direction to get it. But come to Good Faith Wellness Center, get your annual exam. We are focusing. Oh, lastly, on Facebook, you don't know if you all saw my post. We are focusing. All right, all this month. March is colorectal awareness month, so you need to make sure to get screened, know the signs, and reduce your risk. Right, and especially for the men, we talk about those prostate exams and all that, because hey, prostate exam is now just in the blood. It's not doing a digital rectal exam with the finger and all that. If you find some primary doctor doing that, you better run the other way because it's unnecessary, okay? Not recommended. So you don't have to do that. There's no more shameful laying on your side and KY jelly, all that stuff. Not doing that anymore. Now, if there's a problem, the urologist may do that, but we don't have to do that anymore. And colonoscopy, more and more people, younger people, are getting colon cancer and having GI issues. Look, just get this thing over with. We need to do it. I got to do one myself. So we are focusing March is colorectal awareness month. All right. We'll see y'all next week, Tuesday. We love everybody. Thank you so much for all your support. And one more time, give it up for yourselves. And it's my birthday. Stay tuned. Also, Trio, by the way, now this has nothing to do with the health part. And at Trio Thursday, we'll be celebrating as well. Look out for the flyer. Stay tuned for Heart of Music, HARDT of Music on Instagram, MIKE for Mike Bookhardt on Facebook, where we'll post what we're doing on Thursday from 6 to 10 p.m. Big event special at Trio, downtown Jackson, Mississippi on State Street. Stay tuned. And then the following Thursday, Mr. J. Veen Robinson himself will be live on March 19th. So you want to make sure to get your complimentary VIP table. There's no charge come in. This is also just a way of giving back to the community, networking. There'll be food and drinks available for purchase and all that good stuff. So if you haven't been, come on out. And if you've been, we would love to see you again. All right. See you next Tuesday, always. And remember that true wealth begins with good health. See you then. Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt. Come join us at our newest clinic location at Good Faith Wellness Center. We provide compassionate health care for your entire family, from virtual visits to office appointments. We're committed to providing the best care. We accept all insurances, and we provide monthly wellness plans. Let's start your family journey to a healthier, happier life. Schedule your appointment today. And remember, true wealth begins with good health.